All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders who teach in truth and sincerity, and much respect to the men out there preaching and prophesying as well. In this video, I want to get into the new Memorial Day, okay? The new Memorial Day. We know in Babylon the Great, she has her Memorial Day in which she honors the men and women who died while serving in the military. And the interesting part about that is it's very contrasting to the vibration of the holy days, right? So you got all of these we got these folly days. You got Valentine's Day, you got you have what else? July 4th. Well, matter of fact, I will say that is one Memorial Day they do have that is they pretty much celebrate their independence, but that's just one. They only have one, but most of their holidays are folly days, right? So you got Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving. You know, Thanksgiving is just about, I guess you can say that's one of their other Memorial Days as well, because they celebrate killing, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. But they do so wickedly, okay? But yeah, most of pretty much their Memorial Days or folly days is really contrast to, the holy days, such as Passover, right? Passover honors the victory over the Egyptians when Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI took the Israelites from Egypt. He delivered them, right? So anytime there's a Memorial Day for the children of Israel, it usually concerns the victory over the enemies and not the death of, our people. Not the death of the servants, but it's usually, about victory. So you got a few holy days that pretty much celebrates the victory, over our enemies, including Passover. Feast of Unleavened Bread is a part of that too. You got Purim, you got the destruction of Nicanor, and you got the Feast of Dedication, which are all synonymous with triumphing, okay? So we honor YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, especially on a holy day that signifies winning. All right, so the first verse I want to go to show you that these holy days are memorial days is Exodus 12, verse 14. It says, "And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast unto Yahawah throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever." Okay. So going to verse 26, it says, "And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service?" What are we doing this ceremony for? "That ye shall say," you going to reply, "It is the sacrifice of Yahawah's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and they worship." So yeah, that's what that memorial is about. It's about being delivered from the Egyptians. All right, basically they're getting that independence, right? And that is contrasting to, the so-called Memorial Day here, right? All right, what's another one? Purim. All right, let's go to Esther. And it's gonna be a real quick video. All right, this is Esther 9, verse 14. Well, I'm gonna just try to give like a quick little synopsis. So basically, Haman, yeah, Haman and his 10 sons, they got hanged, right? I guess I'll read a little bit. This is Esther 9, verse 14. It says, "And the king commanded it so to be done, and the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons." All right. I'm going to scroll down to verse 28. It says, and that, let me see, I'm going to start at verse 27. Nah, I'll start at 26, my bad. It says, "Wherefore they called these days Purim, after the name of pure. Therefore, for all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them, and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year, and that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation." That's a memorial, right? Every family, every province, and every city, and that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Okay, but this was an event, where Haman tried to get Mordecai and the Israelites, jammed up. But Esther, she was able to come against the wicked device, to get them jammed up. And pretty much that's how you can read more into it. You just have to read Esther to see what was really going on. But I'm just trying to talk about how the memorial days, I'm just trying to go into the memorial days. So you also have the destruction of Nicanor. This is 2 Maccabees, verse 15. And this is kind of quick. All right, this is verse 32. Yeah, this one they had chopped off Nicanor's head. It says, "And shoot them vow Nicanor's head in the hand of that blasphemer, which with proud brags he had stretched out against the holy temple of the Almighty. And when he had cut out the tongue of that ungodly Nicanor, he commanded that they should give it by pieces unto the fowls, and hang up the reward of his madness before the temple." So see, this is a celebration of that too. So this is a actual time to observe and celebrate, cutting off Nicanor's head and cutting his tongue out. Okay. Let me see. Verse 35, it says, "He hanged also Nicanor's head upon the tower, an evident and manifest sign unto all of the help of the Lord." Okay. Let's read, keep reading. All right, verse 36. It says, "And they ordained all with a common decree, in no case to let that day pass without solemnity, but to celebrate the 13th day of the 12th month, which in Assyrian tongue is called Adar, the day before Mardokia's day," which was Purim that time. That was because Purim is also celebrated in the month of Adar, right? And I think it's the 13th and 14th, or 14th and 15th, something like that. But that's Mardokia's day. I would have to. You have to go to Esther and read back over it, right? It says, thus went it with Nicanor, and from that time forth the Hebrews had the city in their power, and here will I make an end. All right, so basically, that was the celebration of, overcoming our enemy, and our enemy at that time during the Greek captivity happened to be Nicanor, and he got beheaded and he got his tongue cut out, and that's what we celebrate, So we got the Feast of Dedication as well. Okay, the Feast of Dedication is when they was rededicating the temple. During the Greek captivity, the Maccabees, right? Yeah, so if you go to First Maccabees 4, pretty much it gives the whole history, and the reason why the Feast of Dedication is celebrated. It was to, let me see if I can go and find. Okay, so this is the reason why. It says, First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 58. It says, thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. So this was, another victory of putting that reproach of the heathen away, to for dedicating the temple, for keeping them out, and having these battles against them and winning, having the victory, getting the victory. Okay. All right, so I'm really going into all of these Memorial Days because eventually there will be a new Memorial Day, right? And we know this because every time there is a major victory, right, especially during the Passover, that was a major victory of deliverance, in overcoming the enemy. So there's going to be a day in which, Israel is going to be once again delivered, but this time it's going to be from Babylon the Great and the four winds. So surely the great deliverance will call for a new Memorial Day in the kingdom of heaven to remember forever, right? And I'm speaking it as a man, but I'm trying to use wisdom and trying to really, if you think far ahead to the fact that this is a common custom, of our heritage, that every time that we got the victory, we always had time to celebrate. There was always a pretty much a point in which, okay, we're going to mark this day as the day that we overcame our enemies. And that way, also, we're glorifying and exalting Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying? Setting aside certain days appointed in time, you know what I'm saying, as a sign, right, for a victory, as a sign for, the Most High performing his miracles and performing his his power, showing his power. Okay, so let's go to Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days cometh, not cometh, but behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that it shall no more be said, Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, right? But Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, which is North America, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. That's the four corners of the earth. And I will bring them again unto their land that I gave unto their fathers. So it's going to be the same thing happen, except this time it's going to be so much greater than when we were delivered from Egypt, that, it's going to be, it says, no longer will it be said, right? So that means that it's going to be a new memorial. It's going to be a new time, appointed time in which we remember, oh, remember when he took us from Babylon the Great? So surely there's going to be a holy day that's going to be marked as a holy day for when this time passed, when it passed, okay? And there's plenty of verses, especially in Jeremiah, that talks about, basically gathering the Israelites and delivering them from the places which they were scattered. Okay, so surely if it's repeated that many times, this is prophecy, right? Surely there's going to be a new memorial day in which, Israel will be celebrating within the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and that proves again too, that other nations won't be joint heirs with the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. They would be subjects, because every Memorial Day was about overcoming all our enemies, and all the nations are the enemies of the Israelites. Okay. All right, let's go to Psalms 106. Yeah, so 106, because if how you gonna be in the kingdom, right, celebrating a new holy day, and it's supposed to be about being delivered from your enemies, but yet you're in the kingdom with, the nations that your enemies came from. It doesn't make sense. All right, this is Psalms 106, verse 47. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 40. I'm going to start at 41. It says, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Okay? And, that's in our state right now. It says, many times did he deliver them, but they provoked him with their counsel and were brought low for their iniquity. And we're brought low now. It says, nevertheless, he regarded their affliction when he heard their cry. And see, we're sighing and crying, trying to get delivered, from this place as we are here today. It says, and he remembered for them his covenant and repented according to the multitude of his mercies. And he says, he made them also to be pitied of all those that carried them captives. All right. So this is going to happen too in the when being delivered from everywhere, from all over the world. It says, save us, O Yahawah, our power, and gather us from among the heathen, to give thanks unto your holy name and to triumph in your praise. Every time there was a holy day, we would give thanks for being able to triumph and have victory over the heathen during, especially Passover. That was a time that, was very highly exalted. That's actually a high holy day. Okay. So how much more when the greatest deliverance ever known, comes, in the near future. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much end it off right there. So pretty much a new Memorial Day is coming, where the Most High is going to deliver the Israelites from their captivity today, which is in Babylon the Great, and to the four corners of the earth, the four winds. He's going to gather them, and it's going to be a new reason to celebrate and glorify his name and give praises to his name. So I want to say all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.